What we got is Sarah on the reins today. You'll see her on the film today. We've just come back in the yard. We've taken the pony in a different direction, so somewhere where he's not familiar, and unfortunately we wasn't able to film this exactly because Mel was opening the gates, you know, and doing so. We've done today out of his comfort zone, out of what he's been used to. So, and this is where the problem is, you know. And the reason I say this pony is not suitable, in my opinion, for the people that own it. Now, the people that own it are lovely people, and they want to give this pony a good home. He's had a bad start. He's been left to do what he likes. He's backed people off. 2 or 3 different people have rode him, and he's been an ill-mannered pony. He's not done as he's told, and he's found it very hard to do as he's told. So today we take him a different route. He's scooted more. By scooted, I mean speeded up. When same cars that he's seen, the same vans that he's seen, the same lorries that he's seen, but he's unnerved because he's in a different route. He's never been on that route before. Now, he went over the bridge very well. You see it on the film. Over the bridge very well. But it is not, breaking horses is not putting them in a cart. You know, when you're breaking them to drive, these shells are neither in or there. They ain't going to make any difference to the horse whatsoever. But this horse now, we brought him back in the yard. Normally, you've seen it on the films 100 times. You go over, go on the chain, we take him apart, and you know, that's it. Take him out of harness, take him inside. Or we drive them in weather like this straight inside. Now, this lass just with me here is on work experience. She's come on really well in the time she's been with me, and I'm happy and confident as long as I'm sitting here that she's on the reins and learning. But she's learning a big lesson now, because we brought him back in the yard and he has been an absolute pig, right? Pawing the ground, stamping his feet, will not stand still for love nor money, yeah? Now, up until now, he's always stood still when we bring him back in the yard, but he's out of his routine, and you can see. Now, she's not putting him on the head. He's got to stand on a slack rein, and he is as annoyed as anything. Now, unfortunately, we couldn't get it on film. When we come back in the yard and we stopped here, he's yanking the reins out of the lass's hand, he's pawing the ground, he's backwards, he's forwards, he's sideways, he's jackknifed the vehicle, he's done all that. We're going to do this again tomorrow, so maybe if he does the same. But what we're doing now, and people say, well, you're crackers, but this is what breaking's about. Standing out here and pouring down a rain, right, with a pony, getting him to do as he is told. He's obviously hot enough. You can see the steam coming off his back. He's not going to get cold, and if he does, I've got a rug ready here to lay over his back. But he will stand there and he will do as he's told on a slack rein. If you see me hitting him, smacking him or doing anything, this is what I call discipline. He's not being beaten into it. I'm not going up shouting at him. I'm not pulling his head. I'm not doing anything at all other than applying the front brake so that if he wants to come round, there's a little bit of resistance, just for safety reasons. And the other thing, he will stand there now with these reins like this till I tell him, right, that it's all right to move. And this is to be the biggest lesson this pony's had. I mean, we're soaked wet through, even with stuff on, but I'll still stand here, and if I've got to stand here 2 hours, then we'll have our cup of tea out here, and I'll keep doing it until he will stand when he's told. And this is his biggest lesson he's had in his life. You know, the fact that we've gone a different route, he's been a bit more spooky, a bit more jumpy because it's a different route. He's not used to it. He doesn't know the route, so he's been a bit uptight. Nothing bad. Went over the motorway bridge, no trouble at all. Over the 303 bridge, no trouble at all. Very pleased about that. But this is his ignorance. This is his ill-disciplined pony, right? And now he's standing here. Now you say to me, well, sure, he's standing there in the I'm standing in the pouring down the rain, let alone the pony. He's nice and warm because he's been working. So it won't matter that the rain's on his back. He's going to be washed off, dried, and put away in a minute. But he's going to stand there until I allow him to move. Right? And I don't want to keep saying to him, stand still, don't move, steady and all that. He's got to stand there because she's been told to. Now what he wants to do is get through them doors, in there, harness off, have his food, yeah? That's what he wants to do. Now had he have stopped here in the first place and not given me a load of hassle and back chat, if you like, how I describe it, like a teenager, you tell them, right, just wait there a minute, don't do that, they go and wander off. So, or a child, and this is discipline. This is nothing to do with smacking horses. This is discipline, this is training. This is the bit I can't get over to anybody. Oh, but he's only young. Nothing to do with a young. This is when I want to learn it now. You need to learn it now. And then he's got a future. And you say, well, is it that important? Sure it's that important, because you come in somewhere, want to stop, and you're getting down, he jumps forward, you're on your arse down there, your pony's gone.
Well, if he won't stand still now, he won't stand still at a road junction, will he?
Well, he won't do anything, will he, that he's told to do. You know, he's got to do what you ask him to do. I mean, when you say road junctions, he's standing there like a Christian at a road junction. Wouldn't care. Standing there like that, lovely, wouldn't care what comes in front of him now. Really good. Because he's been on a different route, and he's had to look at new things, see new things. That's why we kept him on one route, to get a certain amount established, his confidence on that route. Now we've got to show him the wide world, if you like. We're going to be taking him in the middle of town, we're going to be taking him to do anything. But now he's standing on a slack rein and he's behaving himself. And this lesson he's having right this second, I mean, Sarah's here. Oh, Sarah, what was he like when we pulled up?
Yapping.
What do you call it?
Yapping on the spot, trotting on the spot. Pulling his head down, side to side. Went round there, back round there.
Yeah.
Forward, back, up, down, everywhere.
And then try to pull the reins from your hands, yeah?
Yeah, which is quite slippery.
And on a wet day like today, this is a very good point. As Sarah's just said, these reins are slippery. Well, I wouldn't care whether they're webbing, whatever. Our hands are soaking wet, our gloves are soaking wet, the reins are soaking wet. So to hold on to them is not as easy as it is in the dry. So therefore, if you was just getting off this carriage, just pulled up somewhere, you want to get down, I know you say they've got to have someone at their head. Well, let me tell you this, if someone had been standing at his head just now, they wouldn't have held him, he'd have knocked him straight over. Because he's jumping round this way, jumping round that way, because she's been told to stand still. So that's what I call training. And this is the other bit you don't see in the pouring down the rain. It's not the warmest of days. But we'll stand here now until he gives up and does as he's told. Now we're coming to that time now. All the time we've been filming, he's entitled to move his head like that, but I don't want him moving his feet or doing anything else. And what we're going to do now is move him on 5 foot more. So we're telling him, yeah, you're going indoors. Then he'll stand again. So move him on.
What? What?
Now this is nothing to what he was doing. This is the nonsense. So he's going to stand there again until he gives up. You see, stretching the reins, pulling, will not stand. Now he's standing again. I've done nothing but make him
Stand.
I've done nothing but make him do as he's told, or instructing Sarah what to do, to make him do as he's told. Well, he's standing there, isn't he? He'll fidget again, because we're going to move him forward a little bit more. And he'll fidget again. And if I want to back him up, I'll do that. But he will do what I want. There you are, snatching the reins, dropping his head violently. But when he wants to stand, and he does as he's told, that is discipline. Nothing to do with smacking horses. That's a prime example of what we do here all the time, that we never film because it's so boring in some ways, standing here doing it. But we do this if it was a red hot day in the summer, freezing cold in the winter, and that is why we get the horses to the stand that we get them to. Until he stands still, we're standing. Now you see now, if you film, he's got a leg at rest, just start to rest. I'm unnerving him a bit as well by being here and talking, because he thinks, you're going to undo this, harness, you're going to take this off me. But there he is standing there, doing, he's having a look at me. I say, for God's sake, come on. You can say to me, well, you're tormenting the horse for no reason. There's nothing to do with that. It's the last thing I want to do is torment the horse. I'm teaching him that I am in charge and he will do as he's told. But I ain't hit him with a whip. I've not kicked him in the guts like I see someone do the other day. I've not hit him with a piece of pipe. I've not done anything at all to harm him or give him any physical pain or discomfort. I've just said, no, what you're going to do is stand there. And if you say, well, you're holding on to a bit, well, he's got a lump of rubber in his mouth. He ain't got what most people drive in, a big lump of iron with a nice twisted side on it and a curved chain. So he's standing there on a piece of rubber. And what I shall do now, I shall mess about with his harness like this.
Easy.
As I was taking him out. Right, I shall walk in front of him to torment him. Yeah. Now I'm getting to the stage where I'm happy with him. He's standing again. He's now standing quiet. We've moved, in actual fact, 3 times I think. Now we're going to move up again. A bit more, please.
What? What?
See him trying to move into the doors and go inside. He's going every which way but where I want him to stand. But he will stand before we give up. So she's just bringing him back again. That's lovely. That's lovely, yeah. Walk. Now each time the amount of time involved in the struggle is less. And he's learning a lesson. I've got to do as my told. And that is training horses. All this nonsense talked about a partnership with an horse and like that. This is a true partnership. When we treat him with respect and he respects what we say or are asking him to do, never ask him to do more than they can do. Yeah? Now most people would think we're crazy. Oh, don't do that to the poor horse. The poor horse will go and kill somebody one day or cause a major accident. And this is where the standards are falling all the time, and you know, people are accepting this sort of behaviour and it's not what is good. Now you can see the horse relaxing. He's got his foot at rest. Yeah? So he's starting to go, alright, I'll behave myself. Okay, you can take him in now.